A dramatic photo of German Chancellor Angela Merkel and US President Donald Trump taken at the G7 summit in Canada has emerged. For many, it sums up the tension between world leaders at the meeting. In the image, Ms. Merkel casts a powerful figure among the other world leaders and diplomats surrounding her. Hands firmly planted on a table, she towers over the president, her gaze fixated on him. Mr. Trump is sat on a chair on the other side of the table, his arms folded in a seemingly defensive manner. His facial expression appears to suggest he is not bothered by the conversations around him. The image, taken by Jesko Denzel, a German government photographer, was posted to Ms. Merkel's Instagram account with the caption, "Day 2 of the G7 summit in Canada, spontaneous meeting between two working sessions." While we can never know exactly what was being said at the moment the photo was taken, it does seem to encapsulate what was a palpably tense meeting of the leaders of the world's largest economies. Just before the summit, Mr. Trump announced he would be slapping tariffs on steel and aluminium from the EU, the UK and Canada, leading to talks of retaliatory measures. As the German government released the photos, it could also be suggested it wanted to portray its leader as a powerful force that will stand up for her country in the face of adversity. Tom Fletcher, a former number 10 advisor, said, "This photo has rightly caught our attention. Partly the anger and frustration that Angela Merkel's team must have felt to tweet it, but more because it captures a moment of great jeopardy. Moment of despair and sadness in Western capitals, including Washington. Of incredulous laughter in Moscow. Of relief for world's tyrants and despots. Of reluctant acceptance that, while we were busy building driverless cars, we ended up with a driverless world." It is no secret that Ms. Merkel and Mr. Trump have colliding values. While Germany has opened its arms to refugees, the US has attempted to stop nationals from some countries entering the country and wants to build a wall at the border with Mexico. When Ms. Merkel won the 2015 Time magazine Person of the Year for her moral leadership, Mr. Trump said, "I told you Time magazine would never pick me as Person of the Year despite being the big favorite. They picked the person who is ruining Germany." After Mr. Trump's election win, she said she would only cooperate with him if he respected the shared values of democracy and freedom between the US and Germany. While Ms. Merkel had a notably strong relationship with Barack Obama, it seems that relations between Germany and the US are far cooler with Mr. Trump at the helm. To Mr. Trump's right, you can see John Bolton, the US National Security Advisor. Then comes Kazuyuki Yamazaki, Japanese Senior Deputy Minister for Foreign Affairs, who is stood just behind Shinzo Abe, Japan's Prime Minister. Yasutoshi Nishimura, Japanese Deputy Chief Cabinet Secretary, can also be seen. Next to Ms. Merkel, on her right, is the profile of French President Emmanuel Macron, and next to him, Prime Minister Theresa May, who is only visible by her hair. At the very end of the photo on the left is Larry Kudlow, director of the US National Economic Council and Mr. Trump's economic advisor. Some have pointed out that the image is just one perspective of the scene, and it wasn't long before social media users found the humor in the image. Many likened Mr. Trump's pose to that of a child. One person said, "This picture is a piece of art." Title, Body Language. Meanwhile, author Kathy Griffin commented, "I love that Angela Merkel posted this photo on her Instagram.